They can't stop you! They can't stop you!
Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. With Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan, and we're joined by our reporter, David Aldridge, on the sidelines. And a quick look at how the Grizzlies' schedule is shaping up. On Wednesday, they'll host the Brooklyn Nets, and then on Thursday, they'll be matching up against Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks.
And looking at the Philadelphia matchup, that one's going to be the 7th game of the season, almost a full 10th of the season played after that one.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. The guard set is Giddey and White. Buzelis out there with Vucevic, and it's Dosunmu in at the 3. And for Memphis, Morant is the point, with Bane out on the wing. Brandon Clark is out there with Jaren Jackson, and it's Wells in at the small forward position. Early on, Greg, the potential landscape of the NBA. Grizzlies making a switch here. Aldama's checked in, and Chicago also making a switch. Armstrong's checked in for Buzelis. Jackson finds Bane. Morant surveying the D. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Giddey. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Jackson has the open look. The Grizzlies with another miss. Bulls trail by 4. And here's Armstrong. This game an incredible scoring display for him.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
So, Stan, let me take you back to the 95-96 NBA season. It was your first year as an NBA assistant. And, of course, the Bulls winning 72 games in that season. Unbelievable.
They were incredible, but one of my great memories in that season, the day of the trade deadline, we sent out 5 guys, brought in 5 new guys. We had to play the Bulls that night. Only one of those players made it in. We had only 8 guys available, some guys who had hardly played for us. Rex Chapman had an unbelievable game, and we beat Michael Jordan's Bulls on that night.
Oh, what a great story. Now, Bane, after the missed 3 from Armstrong. Aldama passes to Morant. 4 on the clock. Sinks the triple. Morant's got 7 points.
Well, when the 3 is falling for Morant, it's a bad sign for the defense.
Pass to Armstrong. Over Jackson. Cuts off the pass. One-on-one here. Bane inside the three-point line. Good, and the nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 3 assists in the game. Here's Armstrong, and it's denied.
Using that near 7-foot frame, Aldama says not today.
Kennard, he's checked in for Memphis. And then for Chicago, Buzelis is checked in for Vucevic. Kevin Huerter comes in for Kobe White. And Trey Jones subbed in for Dosunmu. Here's Morant after the made shot from Armstrong. Here's Clark. Rebound by Armstrong.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
Hits it from three-point range. He's got 8.
Well, what a quarter he's had. You can tell he's in the flow. They should be looking for him every possession.
Bain kicks to Morant. Clark a screen on Jones. Inside. And it's Clark slamming it down.
Well, Morant just put so much pressure on the defense to make a choice on that pick and roll.
Jacks up a 3. That shot, no good. Last game for the Bulls, it was a loss to Oklahoma City. So the wing on the left fires the 3. And it's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here. And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Edey's checked in for Brandon Clark. Jaren Jackson comes in for Bain. And Pippen subbed in for Morant. And the Bulls making a change also. Zach Collins checked in for Josh Giddey. Pippen kicks to Kennard. 5 to shoot. So nice passing there by Memphis. Sinks the three-pointer.
Well, some of the most solid mechanics in the league. Kennard has complete trust in his motion.
To the inside. Pass to Buzelis. Misses the 3. Desmond Bain getting it done for the Memphis Grizzlies. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. Back to the action in just a minute. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
Throughout the first quarter, they did a great job of just running the offense.
Yeah, and I love to see this kind of communication between teammates. Great player movement, great ball movement.
Santi Aldama is out there with Jaren Jackson. Then it's Pippen. Then there's Edey. And it's Kennard in at the 2 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Here's Armstrong. Spins. Can't convert off the spin. And the Grizzlies leading by 8. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Grizzlies retired Marc Gasol's number 33 last season. You may recall he moved to Memphis in his teens, watching his older brother Powell play for the Grizz. Marc said, "I had a very unique perspective, that of a fan. When I came back as a Grizzlies player, I carried that with me." Kevin, that pride certainly showed.
Pride's a great word to use. No question, D.A. Thank you. In the corner, Kennard with it. Got a hand on it. And so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain possession here. Wells is checked in for Santi Aldama. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Kennard setting the pick for Pippen. There's the triple. Rebound by the Bulls. Armstrong's got his 4th rebound in this one. And for the Grizzlies, 2024 stand was marked by an unprecedented amount of injuries.
Well, Kevin, they used 51 different starting lineups. That's the most in NBA history. And they were also forced to use 12 injury hardship exceptions. That is just incredibly bad luck.
The Grizzlies with another miss. Bulls trail by 8. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Pass to Jones. Buries it from three-point range.
Well, it's a work in progress from outside the arc. Good to see Jones knocking it down there.
Now Kennard. Now here's Jackson. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
There's the pick. Lets it go from deep. And it's Armstrong missing.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
Pass to Kennard. To the middle. Here's Edey. Nice pass. Right under the rack perfectly for the layup. Edey's got the lead up to 9 now for Memphis. Armstrong against Jackson. Armstrong gets the bucket.
He's obviously hit a bit of a dry spell here. Only 1 of 5 this quarter.
Kennard with the ball. To the paint, trying to find Jackson. He's got it now. And the dunk by Jackson.
Yeah, Jackson's ability to both dive to the rim as well as pop out for a jump shot makes him an excellent partner in the pick and roll.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. He wants to talk to his guys. And the Grizzlies with some changes. Santi Aldama's checked in for Jackson. Bain comes in for Luke Kennard. And it's Morant in for Pippen. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Vucevic checked in for Collins. Dosunmu comes in for Buzelis. Whitey's checked in for Kevin Huerter. And Josh Giddey's subbed in for Trey Jones.
Well, because he's a good scorer, White attracts attention, and that creates passing lanes.
Hey, Greg, Kobe White has proven he can run the show.
Yeah, well, he's more than just a scorer. He's become a quality playmaker with better decision-making. But his biggest improvement has been his efficiency.
Buzelis is checked in for Chicago. So it's the Memphis Grizzlies in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Shooting the ball so well in this one, a great performance from the field. Back right after this.
Come one, come all. The 2K halftime is here, and so is our breakdown of the upcoming schedule. Let's check it out.
Looking at the Bulls, this is when it starts to get real. You pass the opening night energy, and you're not as well rested as you were in the offseason.
Yeah, it's time to show us what you really can do.
And talking about our game now, a very solid first half for the Memphis Grizzlies.
The offense is clicking.
Thanks for spending halftime.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. One guy who's been getting it done is T.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
Changes here for the Grizzlies. Santi Aldama's checked in for Wells, and it's Luke Kennard in for Bain. Chicago also making some changes. Armstrong comes in for Dosunmu, and Kevin Huerter subbed in for White. So for Chicago right now, we've got Buzelis. Josh Giddey is out there with Kevin Huerter. Then there's Armstrong. And it's Vucevic in at the 5 spot.
Yeah, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
And here's Morant following the 3 from Armstrong.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
For the tie, he takes it up and lays it in. Armstrong's got the game tied up here for Chicago.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
And he can get to the rim with the best of them. Morant always finds a way.
Armstrong passes to Vucevic. There's 1:54 left here in the third quarter. There has been, Coach, a lot of talk about how players today are better than ever before. Do you agree with that?
Well, absolutely. Isn't that the way evolution works?
Right.
Kevin, they're bigger, stronger, faster, but everyone builds on the players who came before them, and the guys today would not be where they are without the guys before who laid the foundation for them.
Now here's Morant after the miss from Armstrong, and they pick up 2. Morant's got 15.
Well, when you look at what he's provided them on the offensive end, it's been an important part of why they're leading.
Armstrong kicks to Vucevic from outside the arc. And it's Armstrong missing. Memphis leading by 4. In the corner, Kennard with it. Morant passes to Jackson. No good on that one. Excellent D there from Armstrong. Down low. Here's Giddey. Off on the layup. Grizzlies have gotten half their shots to drop in the second half up to this point, going 7 of 14. And the dunk by Jackson.
Yeah, he was making sure of that one. Jackson with the strong finish. Here's Armstrong following the score by Memphis. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Jackson's got his 6th rebound on the night.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points. Now let's hear what head coach Billy Donovan was reviewing with his team in the huddle.
We should never get beat like that in transition when they throw the ball. Those points add up right now. Let's be locked in and focused right now.
Billy Donovan, as you can tell, not too happy, failing to get back on defense. A major sin in the game of basketball, especially from his standpoint.
Yeah, and anytime you get severely out-hustled, you're going to hear about it from your coach. And you should if he's worth anything.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. We've got Santi Aldama, Desmond Bain out there with Luke Kennard. Then there's Wells, and it's Edey in at the pivot spot manning the middle. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Now Kennard, pass to Edey. Lock at 6. Here's Bain. Rebound by Armstrong. Armstrong's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Here's Collins, and finished off by Collins.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Pass to Edey. Here's Bain. Shoots it. Chicago grabs the miss. Armstrong's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Nifty move. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Here's Kennard. Got a piece of it. They recover it. Here's Armstrong. And he drives in. That ties it up. Armstrong's got 11 points here in just the second half. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Bulls.
Well, I love how connected they've been defensively. They're right into shooters and piling up block shots.
And they've also forced a lot of turnovers, capitalizing and turning those turnovers into points. Way to get after it.
The Grizzlies call timeout. And the Grizzlies with some changes. And so the Grizzlies take the win. Some good moments throughout.
We can get that one back next time. You guys look tired out there.